Okay. Hello, hello all. How is everybody? Hope you're having a good week. That's all right. So I had absolutely no kind of crappy idea what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna let you guys pick out of all of these lovely shapes. But I will say I want to do a maybe depending on what the shape is, maybe like a goth. I'm gonna turn it gothic. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So make sure my mods are on, and then we'll be all ready to go. Oh my gosh! Whoops, sorry. Let me put this back in there better. I only partially what I do hit the in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go over what little after we're on the little earthquake ride. Okay, this is what we got. We have frames. We have windows, suitcases, this cool little hanging sign. Even have a mitten, clock. That may be one. Camera. Oh, I have a violin. I have to figure out what those little pieces are for because even though I don't play a string instrument, I don't know what this is. I got another heart. What's this for? Teacup. Um, it's called this whooping paddle. A globe, phone, lantern, which would be a good one. I think that's a door, a mason jar, bottles, that's a good one. But I've done bottles before. I also got the corset, which I could do a combo. I have these little houses. Why do I have two lanterns? I must have grabbed an extra one. Birdhouse, music thing. I have this clock, gears. How many flipping phones do I have? And lanterns, I got too much. Where's that window? I could do the corset and like a violin together. I'm missing. Oh, there it is. Like do a combo thing. Or it's, something, I don't know. On a paddle. Or something like that. I don't know. So I got a ton of crappy shapes, and I think I got more. I could do it with a frame, like put the corset in the frame or something like that. These are good. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. That's good. So, all that good stuff. Corset, okay. We could do like kind of a gothy, kind of like a black corset. And then I could do, oh, you know what I could do? Okay. So I could take the corset. Okay. Ooh, that was bad. This. All right. And on the back of this, we could have like, like maybe a like pattern stencil that I could do on there. Paint the whole thing so whatever the pattern of the stencil is looks three-dimensional, and then paint the whole thing one color, and then put like little ruffles, bougie it up. um, I have even little itty bitty little tiny buttons that are like probably like a millimeter. I know. No, I'm not doing all this. I'll be here till next Tuesday. um, and then like I could put little things on there or little dots or whatever, or you know, put this on there afterwards, and I could paint this. Even do like little ruffles on the side here. Paint it, lace it up with like black or something like that. Put little lace here at the bottom, and do like white, and then have like a black background. That may work. And then I could take this, and then whoop, I could make it actually like, woo, hang on, I'm flying everywhere. See, the good thing is they all come with like a background, which is good. Um, like a big flat piece. So see, like this right here, it's like a book. Make it look like a book or whatever, or even do the frame, and you can even like hang off like this, and then with the violin here, and it could be like a kind of like a Phantom of the Opera theme. And then what I could do is, let's say this is like the book. Figure out how it goes. Dang it. It's a puzzle. There we go. And since it's a book, right, I could sit there, like kind of put this over to the side. These smell like burnt wood, by the way, because it's like it's etched out. 50 Shades of Jennifer. Yeah. And like right on here, Phantom of the Opera or something. And if it's like, Phantom of the Opera, and so it will kind of be hidden behind the corset and the violin, but you'll know what it is, kind of thing, or something like that. So you can. I like these because you can use them for all sorts of things. Like you can put them on your book covers. You can. Oh gosh, that smells like somebody's outside burning wood. And you can do all kinds of little doodads with it. Oh, hang on. I just now remembered something. Okay, so I have a bunch of molds that if I'm using like clay or something like that, I make a bunch of molds at once because I like to use up all the clay, because if I don't, I'll forget about it and then it will all dry out. So I have them. These are clay molds, and I think there may be some ceramic ones in. Yeah, that's ceramic. Like this. And I just keep them and I put them in a box. But oh, that one's ceramic. But I have roses in here, and I could do like red roses. See, it's very. I got a lot of kind of gothic kind of stuff. See, I got old roses and everything. That is an orchid. There's another one. And so it would, when I'm finished, if everything is, the main color is black, and then you have a little bit of white, um, then you can, I was trying to think if I had a mask one, but I don't think, no, it came with a mirror. Didn't even do a mask. Um, and then what I could do is do red roses on it, like here and there. I might have other roses because these are kind of breakable. Kind of cluster them like this, put them on there, and then there we go. It will look like kind of that kind of theme. You know what I mean? So, oh, I was doing some drawings, and last year I made an orchids collection, and I have got to get these out of the way. Hold on. And I made like any color orchid you could probably think of, and I have some black orchids, which I'm hoping that'll be my next step because it takes me a long time to design. I have stuff that I've been designing for a few years now, and it takes me a while to design them and get them just right. And I use Procreate a lot. That's my go-to app for designing. All right, let me get all these over here. And then if I need to touch them up and they don't have like that edit feature or whatever in Procreate, I'll just edit them in Photoshop. What just happened? Why is that thing so dark? Hang on, I think I turned my brightness down. Oh, no, I didn't. Hello, hello. So I think, so that's what I've been busy doing because I have some new products that I'm going to be adding here shortly to my Etsy. And then the next goal will be to have my own collection lines out. That's what I'm hoping. All right, I need a stencil of a some kind of pattern. So let me get my stencil box. I have a few stencils here that I need to put in that box. So they may have something on it, but we'll look and we'll see. Here are those. Alright, what is it? Oh, there it is. And I will get some of the cream paste because that dries the quickest. So that's kind of what I want to use. On here. And we're going to need black. There's cream stuff. Cream paste. Oh, I gotta put that in here. Alright, so I gotta put these. Hang on, let me move these. And find a stencil that I can use. Now this one is for the corset, where I've got to organize these a little bit better. And I want something that's probably like, I don't know, viney maybe? Or something, let me see. I don't think there's anything, this one's like travel stuff. Like a continuous pattern, something like this. And that kind of would look like, you know, the etching that would be on a corset. And I have one particular, I have a few that I could probably use. But I want it, this wouldn't be bad, but I want it to be a little bit smaller so you can actually tell what it is. Like, even if it's not covered up. A little bit smaller than that. Smaller than that. Maybe cracks. And continuous, like one whole pattern thing. I have a couple. I know there's not one of these. Stars wouldn't really work. We don't want plant, like leaves or writing. Move these over. Alright, getting a little bit closer. I have a specific one I'm looking for. I don't. Just works. Just works. It just works. And then I'll get that. And we'll be good. Move it through here. Now this one would be nice if they had them all on one. All right. That's more like steampunk. I don't really want to do steampunk stuff because I'm kind of doing romantic goth. So we got to keep it in that class. All right, here we go. When I put these up before, I was like, I put the one that I'm wanting like on the bottom. I know, and I was like, I know I'm gonna need that one again. And then what we'll do is we'll put that on there, let that dry. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now that may work. That's a maybe. Also have I think if I put this on there, it would look more with like I'm making a poison ivy bodice thing or something. Look kind of weird. I don't know though. We'll try it. We'll see. We'll keep it out. I mean, we'll see. And whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, these are all like coffee and chocolate. Oh, here we go. And then there's this particular one right here. That right there is what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So I think out of these two, no, it's hard to see. Let me find a piece of something and put under it. Oh, you can put it on here. Kind of looks like this. This to me looks more like would be on a corset. Actually, has corsets over here, as opposed to this. So I think I may do this one. This one I think will work. right here. All right, let me stick these in there. And go ahead and do this part. Get this done and over with. Oh, oh, oh. It's got these two little notches right here, so I'm going to put it right there. Oh, see, look how pretty that would be. This would even look good if you, if you like did it with like white paint or something like that. Top, just rolled it. And then what I can do to make it like come out a little bit more is then I can kind of highlight it over with some wax or something like that. And the cream paste, it's like more fluffy. It's got like the consistency of like Cool Whip, I guess would be a great way to say it, which makes it more, I think, spreadable. It's not like trying to spread like cream cheese on something. You love how my references are always food, but it also is more, and since it's more airy, it dries quicker. Which is what I like. Are we freezing? I know. All right. I got that nickname because when I only had when it was three girls stole my heart, I was brutal because like I worked out all the time, like 6 days a week, 4 hours a day. If I did that now, I just got that on my pants. If I did that now, I would be biting. I wouldn't make it on social media because I would be so mean because I didn't eat like I had to eat like healthy and I didn't like it. And I'd be hungry all the time. And if I didn't eat right away, I'd bite people's faces off. I didn't care. But I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it on social media. Somebody would say something, one thing wrong, and I'd be, "Rah!" So That's what happens when I'm hungry. Or when I'm hungry and my husband takes a wrong turn or something, and you're trying to go down to a restaurant because you're starving, and then you start freaking out. I never heard my kids in a bag just rolling so hard in my whole life. My husband is the type that if you talk to him while driving, he can't function at all. I don't understand that. I know that's how, like, I eat like a bird too. But when I actually want to eat and I can't, oh, I get mad. I think all women are like that though. That came out really good. You're like, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of Martin Short's character on Only Murders in the Building, because they made him sit down and actually eat an entire meal, because all he would eat is like hummus, and he would dip stuff in it, and that's all he would like eat. And then I think he had like was at the heart doctor or something, and they're like, when was the last time you ate an entire meal? And he's like, never. And they were just in shock. And he had never eaten salsa either. And then like one of the other dudes in there introduces him to salsa. It was so funny. I'm just trying to accelerate this again. Oh my gosh, you know what I need to send you? Okay, so we get this catalog in the mail called the Wisconsin Cheese Man. And it's like my husband, it's like the equivalent of getting like the Amazon or Toys R Us catalog that they used to send. That's what it is. The Sears catalog to my husband. And he loves it because they have all kinds of cheeses and meats and sausage and stuff like that in there. And they have like really good like little butter toffees. And every single time we get it, oh look at that. Oh look at that. He just wants to eat like a charcuterie board all the time. And so does Ruby. Ruby, I'll ask her what she wants for lunch. She says, I want a pickle, I want olives, I want a cheese stick, and I want a Slim Jim. That's what she says. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's good enough for me. And then she'll have like a little cup of peaches afterwards. Or like one of those yogurt Danimal smoothie things. And so she's getting all of her meal, her food groups in one setting. I do too. I know my husband's boss is from Wisconsin, and every time he goes back to see his family, he always brings us cheese. The only thing we have here is we have Mayfield, the Mayfield dairy farms, like Mayfield milk and stuff. And right down the street, like less than a mile from my house, is the dairy farms, and you can go there and they have a restaurant and you can buy like the cheese they just packaged up that day there. And they have a sample tray in there. And the last time we went there, this guy just hoovering all the samples down. My husband tried to get over there and get a sample, and he was all like eating like he was in prison. The guy was. And then he turned around and looked at my husband, and he moved to the side because y'all know how big Jeremy is. But he's such a marshmallow. He just gives the perception that he looks like he could do some damage, you know. But he never would. You guys should be more scared of me than him. I'm the scary one. Usually the little ones are. Okay, so that came out really good. So this will look good when it's all painted. And then I can take some wax and just kind of highlight those pieces. I like it when stuff comes out like this. Move or be moved. That's exactly right. See, and when we're at home too, you know what he does? He just stands behind you like a creeper. And I'm like, he scares me because I don't know how he does it at his size, but his size, he can sneak up on you and just Like when you turn around and you see the Texas Chainsaw Leatherface standing behind you, that size, kind of freaks you out a little bit, and he don't understand that. And I tell him, I was like, "Don't sneak up on me. You know I don't like that." And he's like, "Look at my size. How can I sneak up on anybody?" And I'm like, "Well, you do. You're quiet." And he does it to everybody in the house, not just me. Everybody. And he does, and he'll just stand there. He doesn't say anything. I know it's. Well, I am too. Everybody's taller than I am. It's very rare that I ever see anybody who's ever shorter than me. So, besides like Ruby, and even when I carry her around, because I'm only 4'11", if I pick her up, her legs, her feet hang down to like my mid calves, and it looks so weird. When it gets warmer out, though, we're gonna take Ruby to go to the Mayfield factory over in Knoxville, so that way she can go see the cows and milk them or do whatever they're gonna do with them. I have a layer on there. I can't see. Ooh, see now that is a corset. Yes, ma'am. Very Moulin Rouge. Oh, that is cute. You could actually take these. I would, if I wasn't doing something like this, I'd take it and I'd do like a pink one with like white trimming or gold trimming. Like just leave it white like this. I'm using the matte black because I think that will work. Or it dries a lot quicker too. I have a also while I'm thinking of it because I keep forgetting. I'm working on a new handle and I hope you guys like it. I'm doing a avocado handle holder set, but it's not going to be like the very like normal colors. I'm doing them kind of like kawaii and pastel because I found some less inexpensive filament to get them printed out on it. And I'm super happy because the filament cost went crazy, crazy high last year. We used to pay like 14.99 for a roll, and it went up to 24.99. And I was like, yeah, we need to find a different brand, but we couldn't find colors that were exactly what we had before. And I really didn't want to sit there and print off like say it was that color and it wasn't like that color in case people. I don't know why it does that. Um, wasn't like their matching color if they had other stuff that was that were that actual color. So, but I found these really cute pastel colors. So I'm gonna make everything like in pastel. And it's printing right now. That's what the sound is in the background, and I can't wait to see it. We always print prototypes, and I'll tell my husband, "No, you got to fix this. This ain't gonna work." He handed me the little avocado nut, and he was like, "How does that feel?" And I picked it up, and I literally, in the span of 60 seconds, dropped it 5 times. And I said, "I don't think that's gonna work." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work either." So we had to redo it. I'm like, I can't keep a hold of the thing. It just was bouncing all over the place. So Yeah, they're gonna be really cute. I told him to fix like a bunch of different stuff, so that's what he's doing now. Because I know if I'm dropping it and my hands are small, then everybody else is gonna be like all thumbs too, like I am, because I'm klutzy. So you just hand me whatever, and you want to test the durability, I'll test it out for you. I'm the tester. I'm the designer and tester of the Hubby's Love Handles. Basically, I say, hey, I want this to my husband, and then he makes it happen. I've actually designed quite a few handles though myself when I feel like it. Most of the time, I just leave it up to him. Unless he's just stuck and he can't get it, or he doesn't understand what I'm talking about, then I usually will say, like this. And like I said, I'm working on that. I also have some books that are downstairs on my piano that I need to clear out because I need to make room. So I'm going to be adding those, I think, to my Etsy shop. One of them is, what was that collection? Sir Vagabond, Fantasy World book, the one that had the big um, mold that I did for the front, the ceramic mold. Um, I may post the Golden Harmony pumpkin accordion one on there. I don't know yet, but I did go through. I sometimes if I tell people I'm going to do a book drop on there, they watch my store like a hawk, and before I get back on live again, they've all sold out. So and then I have those little books. I hadn't had a chance to work on them yet because I needed to finish up some proof and editing stuff for these digitals, and I finally got those all done. And now I can work on them. And plus, I woke up yesterday and I have a worse migraine. I get migraines when it starts getting warm out, and then I get asthma attacks when it's cold out. So it's like I can't win. It's just one or the other. I don't have seasonal allergies. I'm lucky in that aspect. And I sit around and I watch everybody in my house just like lose it during springtime because they can't, especially my husband. He's like bubble boy. He has to like never go outside. I think this is looking pretty good though. Whew. See, I don't really have problems. Like I have like the normal stuff like post nasal drip. Oh, here we go. Um, and stuff like that. Hang on. Sorry, Facebook people. I didn't see you guys here. Wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Oh, let me see if I could. I wonder if I could translate that. Thank you, Elenita. I have no idea what you said, but I would assume um it's saying how you like my work, and you are saying hello from Costa Rica. I can get about that far. I got you. All right, so this is what it looks like up close. I missed a few spots now that I'm seeing it. Those little white specks, those are all the little spots I missed, but I can always hit them again, or I can just leave them. So it looks like up close. Let me get focus. There we go. That looks nice. That's six right there. And if I put it on a stick, it would be six on a stick. There you go. All right. So, what is he going to do? Okay, so I got, let me see what I got here. Ooh, I got all kinds of ribbon. Now, I can do pretty much, what is this? Ow, I touched my knee, guys. Okay, so I can either do this kind, which is a creamy color, or we can go straight and do the white. I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit so I can see the doohickey. Yeah, that's what I think too. And if I go over it with like whatever, I think it'll be good. I'm kind of thinking the cream one would look more vintagey. I don't know. That's probably just me. Let me see what else I got. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, it's the ribbon. Okay, these are in my Etsy shop actually too. So I'm thinking that the creamy color will look good with it. And then what I'll do, let me see. Do I want to put? I want to put it in the front. Kind of do one of these little numbers here, and kind of wrap it like this. I'm kind of gonna try to make it to where you don't see the black in the holes there. Just kind of wrap it like this, and then we'll wrap it like that, and then do the same at the bottom, and then I need to figure out what I want to do with this. If I paint it black also, and then maybe able to put it on here, or maybe under. Did this? I don't know. Hold on, let me think. Does it usually go underneath the lace stuff, or is it like on top? I guess it really doesn't matter. It's just the way I prefer. But I can do it like this, lace it. With this, I have black, like twine here. Lace it first, and then I can either put this on the top or the bottom. Okay, I thought so. And I'm just gonna let this slow stick out just a tiny bit, like that, because I like it like that. So I'll paint this black to match, I guess, and then we'll do that. I think that would be good. Good. Let me put this over here so I don't get nothing on it. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. They're usually different colors though, aren't they? That part of it. I mean, I can do it a different color. Should I do it like a creamy color, or should I just do it all black? Burgundy. Oh, okay, I can do that. Or let me see. I have this is mahogany, which is like it kind of looks like chocolate brown. Wait a minute, where's my heat gun? Okay, there it is. I don't want to touch that again. That kind of hurt. Let me get this red. Hold on, I just had that. Where'd it go? Because I used it when I was doing the Masters of Magic. That is his burgundy. Okay, I can do that. I'm not. I'm not picky. This makes me want to listen to the um, Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. I heard Ella down there like belting it out. I'm like, I'll be up here working, and I think she's done, and then I'm like, then it starts again, and I'm like, Ella, shut up, and she's like, oh, sorry. And then, or like, I'll be in here working, and I'm not really listening to her because I have my headphones on, and then I hear her sister, like Kaylin, will be like, I have noise canceling headphones on, and I can hear you. Stop it! I'm trying to do my classes. She just is like, she needs to go like on Broadway, like, and just be like one of those kind of stars. Even if she didn't have to sing, she's funny. I'm gonna have to put another coat on here because the wood is gonna come on through. I actually didn't mind the new, like, well, it was new to me, but I think that came out when I was 19 years old. The newer version of Phantom of the Opera, the one with Minnie Driver and Gerald Butler and Emmy Rossum. I think that's how you say her name. I think that was her first movie too, and I went to go see it with my grandparents down in Florida, and it was so long. But I was like, oh no, Gerald Butler, dude, he had a hard time hitting them high notes. I mean, he didn't do a bad job, but he was my least favorite person on there. I know it's bad, but it was a good movie. All in all, it's a good movie. But I just didn't like his singing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Antonio Banderas probably did the best, but he I think did that on Broadway. But I still love Gerald Butler though. Yeah, I mean, what a hunk! It's the accent. I have a thing with men with accents, even hillbilly ones apparently. And that. Yeah, yeah, he definitely did. It was just it seemed like it was too out of his singing range. He could sing, but it was too much out of his range. Speaking of singing, I know that everybody's talking about the Snow White movie. You know, I have no idea what that chick even said because I don't really pay attention to. I don't even know who she is, but I wouldn't have gone and saw the movie anyway because Snow White has been so overdone, and so has Cinderella. They keep overdoing movies, and the whole point of Snow White too is like she was the fairest. She was really pretty, but yeah, I guess more in an innocent way. I don't really know, but I was like, I wouldn't have seen it anyway. They overdo Snow White too much. They need to stop already. There's so many other Disney princess movies that they could do that would be like new, like Princess and the Frog. That one would be a good one. That looks good like that. I mean, how many Snow White movies have there been? There was like that one that what was that one with Charlie Theron? Snow White and the Huntsman, and then they had the second one, but she wasn't really in it. And an obscene amount of independent ones, you know. And then of course they have the Disney version, but by then you're just like, she's one of my least favorite characters, honestly. Let me think of one. Before I do anything to this, like uh, sew it up or whatever, should I do? gold or silver. We have silver. I think either one of those will work, but I'm gonna like do it on this so I don't get it on the twine. Oh yeah, I forgot about what was that one that had a bunch of stories in one? Oh, and then they had like the Grimm brothers, but I don't know if that was Queen from Snow White. That was a good movie. That was a very underrated movie. I just wish that more people had liked it. I think, yeah, I think so too. I think it'd be gold. That's what I was kind of thinking. I wasn't sure. I think they need to redo that, the Grimm brothers, because first of all, it had Heath Ledger in it, but that would have been really good if it was dark and they didn't make it like any kind of comical thing at all. I like the Grimm brothers, or make Snow White like the Grimm brothers version. That would have been epic. I really liked how I like origin story ones too, and I think the last one that I actually watched was probably Cruella, and I actually really enjoyed that one. I think it's a fantastic explanation of how she could have been, or she could have became Cruella. And I thought Emma Stone did an amazing job. All right, let's watch some magic happen here. My thing is going to be coming up here pretty quick. And things like this, even though it's not really like a journal book or anything, they can go on your journal books. Just glue them suckers on there, and it will be pretty and unique. You just make them all separate, or make a journal to match it. Whatever you want to do. I don't mind making one like this. Oh yeah, you could have like feathers in it. Even putting like a mask next to it. It could be very like Phantom of the Opera, but even so, if you just wanted to make like a vintagey kind of, I don't know, goth journal thing, there you go. It's just like one of my favorite things to do. And let me tell you something: if you have a box, don't throw it away if it's a good box. Okay, you can literally take a stencil, cream paste, and paint, and do this texture on a box, and then the box looks so pretty and it's reusable. You can make it for a gift or whatever, and people love it. These little buttonholes right here. A brothel journal. Oh my god, yeah. Like have a picture and have like 5 cent maths. There you go. get any gold on anything else, including my nails. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't even know how I did that. 5 cent too. So those cost 10 cents. I don't know. I got the stuff on my hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and line this up. Let's see. So I want it to, I wonder if it will come out at the bottom. They usually tie them half each show. Yeah, maybe that's just like for the upper half. This is gonna be fun. Let me find my quizzes. And it's very quiet here because Ella's not here. She's spending the week with grandparents. We kind of rotate. Ruby's here though. She did not want to go to her grandparents' house. She wanted to come home and spend it with Mama. She is not as attached to grandparents as uh, the other ones were. And and then when she gets there, then she kind of wants to stay, and we're like, "You said you didn't, so we didn't bring your clothes." So she's gonna go like on Friday and just spend a few days there. If she spends the whole week, she ends up coming home like super. What do you call it? Contagious. And then everybody in the house gets sick, and then I got to take care of everybody because I don't get sick, and it's really annoying because I got stuff to do. But I don't know why she is. It's like her daddy with that, I guess. I'm gonna leave that one long at the bottom, so that way when I do the other one and it comes down, I can tie it. And then I'll just put a little not so in this one, but it's gonna be glued on anyway, so I don't want it to come out. What I'll do is I'm just gonna show you guys can even see what I'm doing. Let me put a little piece of glue there. Alright, my thing is about to come up here in a second. It's big. Thank you guys for all the likes. Maybe we can get to 50,000 likes. No, I know that. I won't be on here long enough for that. Yeah, she definitely is. Oh gosh, though. Jeremy spoils her rotten. He sits there, if he tells her no, she can't do something, and she'll be like, oh, that's it. And then he'll sit there, and I'm like, don't do that to her. You're turning her into a spoiled brat. And he's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, and this is exactly why she is the way that she is, you know. But she has no problems. If I tell her, I'm like, no, let's not do that right now. She's like, okay. But if Daddy says no, she will sit there and manipulate it until he says yes. I know she is cute, but I don't fall for it. And she's tried that on me, like the little puppy dog eyes, and I was like, that doesn't work on Mama, right? And she's like, I know, but it was worth a shot. She's got my sense of humor too, but it's funny. You should see. You wouldn't have thought she was so cute if you saw what she did the other night. She left her hat on my bed, and she was. I don't even know why she was in a mood. I can't even remember. Probably because we wouldn't let her watch Genevieve's Playhouse or something like that on YouTube because I hate YouTube, and I tell her she can't watch YouTube. I'm the bad guy when it comes to that because I don't like it. And she got upset about it, and I said, and Jeremy told her to come get her hat off the bed. And she just was like, boo hooing over not being able to watch the show. She comes in and snatches that hat off the bed, stands in my doorway, and chucks it into the hallway at her room. And I was like, Pepper? I was like, don't you even get that little attitude in here. I was like, we don't put up with that. Now you go pick that up and you put it in your room right. But Ella was coming up the stairs right when she chucked it across there, and I was like, what the heck is happening? And then she heard me fuss at her. But and then of course when Kaylin got home from work, she always comes in to say hi to us because we don't see her hardly at all. My oldest, because she works full time and is in college full time. So anytime she comes home, we make her come in there and at least talk to us for a couple minutes. And she does. She likes to come in there and tell us what happened during the day, all the gossip at work. And I told her, and she died laughing. I was like, well, I laughed too, but I waited until I scolded her and then sent her to a room. And I was like, did you see what she did? And Jeremy's just sitting there all quiet because he knows if I fuss at her, it's bad. Oh, that looks good like that. And then when I put the ribbon under there, that'll be good. All right, I'm going to keep this kind of long for now so that way I can tie it up. But yeah, I don't put up with that nonsense. No attitude in this house except for mine. Woo. I did. I did. Ella lost it. She had no idea what was happening. She just saw a hat fly across her face. So that was funny. But if, like I said, if Jeremy gets onto her, it's like devastating to her. If I do, she like, or he'll sit there and he'll like scold her for something, but then he comes back and he like, you know, pets her basically. And I'm just like, dude, duh. I think don't do that. He used to do that with the other girls. And I'm like, you realize how hard it is to sit there and get them to do stuff when you sit there and you go back on it. So I don't let her get away with it. All right, I have to put this on the top, right? Yeah. Okay, this is going to be under the little flapper thing. I'm going to glue that out right there. Yeah. What this reminds me of like a lot of like Westworld. That was such a good show, and then it went way downhill. They always do. Or they cancel them. I was so mad when they canceled the show Mindhunter that was on Netflix. It was such a great show. It had Anthony Hopkins in Westworld for like the first season or two, and it was really good. Okay. And it basically it's like a virtual world that the wealthy go into that's like a western themed, and they're like robots. But then the robots get tired of being, you know, abused basically, and they get up and they fight. They get like artificial intelligence, and the customers will come in and they can do whatever they want, like to the robots. You know the chick who plays Gamora and the British chick who looks like her? The British chick is the one who plays in it, and she plays a brothel person, brothel chick in it. And they're just, did I want to put this on top? And then put like maybe, wait a minute, what was the lace on? The lace goes underneath for this, right? Because to me, it looks like I just need like a little piece. Like I could put a separate piece, but a little piece like right here too, like that kind of thing. You know, like where I don't know. I'll look for a minute. Yeah, she plays in it, and it's it's got that kind of thing in it, and so does I think Ed Harris. He plays in it too. Is that the guy from Abyss? The Abyss. That's the only thing I know him from. And National Treasure 2, I think. I haven't seen him in very many things. But yeah, but like the first two seasons were really good of Westworld, and then it you know, and the Mindhunter, I really like that show. And Netflix thought canceled it because they said it cost too much money, I guess, for them to make. And that was such a good show. And I think they instantly regretted it too because it had a lot of complaints because it was a good show. It was like when the FBI first established psychological profiles of serial killers, and like kind of like how they went about to do it, but they put it into like a drama, so it's like like yeah, partially partial drama and partial uh, fact or whatever. Alright. Look, it even has this little part right here that I can put my little ropes up. Okay, so let's see. This is gonna go in here like this. So do I need like a little piece that goes around there? And should I put it like on the front? Because to me, it looks like it's supposed to go under those things, I think. Is that what you're saying yes to? I like that better. So, put this little piece up. There you go. Is that what you said yes to? That I should put a little piece there? Let's see. Okay. Like on the front. Should it be like on the back? It's kind of like I'll kind of like wrinkle it like this, and I think it will look good like that. Under like that. I kind of like the wrinkly look, like it's all bunched up there. I think that would be good. Okay. I'm not, super anal or picky about making it realistic, but I like to try a little bit. I broke down and I finally got a new watch. I wanted a smaller one so that way I didn't have to wear the big old bulky one that I've been wearing around for like 7 years. And it's a Samsung. And I was like shocked. It was only like $49. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how much? And she was like $49, and I was like, you know how much I paid for my other one? And she's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time either. And I was like, oh, because I had it for like 7 years. I don't really need a new one, but I'm tired of the bulkiness of it. It's heavy. My other one, I know you guys seen it. I always have it on. And then I told my hubs, I'm just like, I'm just tired of it being like huge. And I know that when it does go out, I'm gonna be like mad because I'm gonna be like, no. So I thought I better get one before it does because 7 years to have like a smartwatch is like unheard of these days. I know, right?
Huh?
Nothing. I ain't talking to you.
Okay. And I won't listen to you.
You look like the Jolly Green Giant. You look like the Jolly Green Giant with
Okay.
that shirt on.
Feel
Oh, is
better?
this one the new one? Yep. I think,
You're not throwing it everywhere.
well, because that one, I couldn't keep a hold of it right when you handed it to me.
I know.
Yep, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but this like has very like Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. All right, and then I'll put some. Let's see, put some more. Like they need to go probably in the back, maybe, or is it in the front? Okay, this is what it would be like in the front. Probably in the front since the other one is in the front too. I probably should put that on first. Or I could do it maybe in the back, front. Okay, then if it's in the front, let me pull this up a little bit and get that glued on real quick. That way it's underneath that. I didn't even think about it. I would have done that earlier. Now that's more glue onto there. And there we go. Trim them up a bit. All right, now let's glue this on here. Get my little things right here. I know, he always does. But that's okay. You had to ask me if that one was good. And I'll there we go. I don't know why that thing goes off the way that it does. See, I don't say it's like word or whatever.
Yeah, this was in the box that came
Okay, where's the box?
downstairs.
Well, you didn't have to take them out. Thank you, though. I know. Why does he do that? Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. I gotta find. My Ferris wheel press stuff came that of the new releases. So I'm trying to find. I don't know where to put them at. I ain't gonna lose them. I usually keep them in the box until I need them. Or keep them until I got post stuff on it. There we go. Uh-oh. Jack's downstairs getting in trouble. Alright. I know he's always doing something like this. Alright. What else was I gonna do this? Now I don't remember. I know I was gonna do like little roses or something like that. I think that looks pretty good though. It's like very, like I said, very Pirates of the Caribbean. So what I could do, like I said, kind of do something like this on there, and then do those. What did I do with these little roses? I left them in the box. Yep. And then paint these little doodads. They can kind of go like, And then I can make this thing look like a book. Looks like leather. Does it? Doesn't it look like very Pirates of the Caribbean? Like this is what they would wear on there. I think the burgundy really looks nice with it. And that was just, let's see, we stenciled in using the cream paste, then painted the whole thing with the black, and then used the gold. I have this in my Etsy shop. Gold Sizzix wax, overcoating that. And then got the ribbon, painted this part burgundy, and then used this to lace it up. And that was it. So I'll let that dry. So what I could do is we could try to make this look like a book, and then kind of put it on there and then paint the roses, which some of these are kind of chipped and stuff because I threw them in a box. And then we'll paint those and kind of put them on there, and I think that will look pretty good. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I can make the book cover on here look match, like have burgundy or something like that. Let me find a pencil so I can mark this. I have no idea what to do with it. Is that blood in it? No, of course not. Alright, hang on. Let me go grab my lead stuff. Lead refills. Excuse me. I'm going to drink real quick. Okay. Let me figure out how this thing is set up. Let me see. Just a little bit. Perspective wise, if this was, see what I mean? It's a little bit wonky. I'm just gonna have to work with it. Way can have these marked off so that way you don't paint over them. Okay, actually that does help. Okay, I think, you know what it is? I think it's because this part down here doesn't come out doesn't come lower, like this. You see, how, like this? It should be like, let me see if I can. Yeah, that's what the problem is. It needs to have a notch like this at the bottom, and then it needs to kind of angle inward. Am I wrong, or is that how? It doesn't really look like. Oh well, I'll just make it work because this would be the front, and then this part goes on here like this. Yeah, see, you know what I mean? Like it's either one or the other is not right. So what I'll do is I'll make it work. I'll just paint it. Yeah, because if you have the cover should come like it should be like almost like rounded like this right here and stop. And then this should like be lower. Like you should have either an extra spot here, or it should be like angled a certain way so it can do that, or it should, I don't know, a little odd. Maybe I'll just make a corner right here and give the illusion and then make the pages. And it's a little bit, okay, you know what I could do? Also, I can do this, go down this way. Kind of make it to where pages should be like this. I don't know. It's like you just tell it doesn't look right. So I can either use this or I can use like the frames. Yeah, it doesn't really have any dimension. That's the problem. It's like it almost does, but not quite. So I don't know. We'll make it work. Maybe. I'll just paint the whole thing black because it's like a primer anyway. And then here, let me set the little corset over here. And then we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's what I'll probably end up doing. Let me just paint this first. It's just trying to cut through it. I don't have anything in here that will cut through this. Way too thick. I'll break my scissors doing that. But maybe I can do the illusion with paint. I can also use a little cream paste there to help like make textured pages to make the lines. That might help too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just put lines in them. I do have like a little comb type thing. I don't have like a comb because we don't use combs. Jeremy uses a hairbrush. He would be the only one that could get a comb through his hair. I can also just make the lines too. But yeah, I got a feeling I can do it. I'd lose a comb in my hair, and I'd never find it again. If that notch wasn't there, then it wouldn't matter where I really put the pages because then I could just paint it. But yeah, I see what you guys are meaning. Let me do this. I'm gonna do it like a little rough thingy. And kind of stop it there. Just doing a rough paint around so I can sit there and see what I'm working with. Then, you know what I can also do? Oh, I just thought about this. I'll get the little thing of roses, the little one, and I'll put it down here. So then it will, like, if I put it like this, the smaller one, all the way down here at the corner, then it won't matter. Let me do that. Then I ain't got a mess. You know what I'm gonna do? I forgot. I want to put a little bit of crackle on here. Do that. What can I do with that? Oh, there it is. Here we go. It is so hard to sit there and keep. If like my hair, I just showed my husband today because I'm always putting it up. But I only wash my hair once a week. Because if I wash it more than that, it will get so damaged. And it keeps it healthy. I mean, I take a shower every day, but I just don't wash my hair every day. And it's helped, but my hair not wet is all the way down to the top of my bum, and wet it's like longer than that. So gotta get a haircut. I hate going to get a haircut. I hate it. Like beyond hate it. So I have to get a haircut. Look like Rotundle. I know I'm gonna need more paint than I actually have there, so. Alright. It's already starting to do its little crack thing. Hello, hello. Loves it. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see, I got some ivory. I think I got some. All the ivories. Whoop. Somewhere. Let's see. What's this? No, that's not that one. Huh. Alright, and this is this. That'll work. And a second, I just went cross-eyed. you go. I know it's hard to see from there, but it's kind of got the little lines going on. And then I'll touch that up maybe a little bit. It depends on, I think the roses may cover it up. I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of a leathery kind of look. And if you just put your heat gun on it, it gives it a wrinkly look. Like on here, you can kind of see it wrinkling. It's kind of what I want. Just hit it with the heat gun extra. It looks still super juicy. Then I'll go over this again with like maybe a more nougat or gold sand or something like that. Kind of give it a little bit more texture of mine. I almost choked while I was on here. I was eating this. What is it? It's something we got in one of our Universal Yums box called Choose Me, and they're from Colombia, and they're so good. They taste like now and laters. So I love the now and laters, and they got like these little things in them, like they're kind of like nerds. I was choking on one earlier today. I'm still eating them, but they're really good. I almost did again. All right, let me paint these real quick. While I'm waiting on that. Where's that little one go? There it is. Yeah. Or dying. Whichever comes first. And then what I'll do is in the little divots, I'll probably put that burgundy just to kind of, lighten it up. Or darken it. Lighten it up. Darken it. They're not exactly just perfect roses with only roses on it. This thing like is like a, I don't know, some kind of geometric piece or something like that. got it. $38. Yep, you're old. Felt old having my daughter turn 19. Oh my gosh. Speaking of like off topic stuff, remember the lovely message that I got from a certain person about uh, sharing collections early? I basically said I wasn't going to share them anymore and good luck. And they thought that that was like a compliment or something when I just specifically told them, okay, then I'm done with you. And I'm like, they didn't get it, I guess. I don't know. I hate that. I hate it when I'm sitting there trying to make a point and they take it and like somebody is like, "Oh, okay, thanks," and you're like, "No, that's not like a compliment." Yeah, not the one from today. Um, yeah, but that drives me crazy. I know, right? Because like when people don't get it, it makes me like more frustrated. Like I need to sit there and say, "No, I don't think you get it." You know what I'm saying? Just like, geez. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Like, where they take something that's an insult as a compliment, and you're like, "I don't think you quite get that." Uh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Painting for me is always what takes the longest. Anytime I do some kind of mixed media stuff, it's kind of tedious. See, I do it like in little batches at a time. That's why I keep these molds in the box because I never know what color I'm gonna end up painting them. Y'all hear that sound back there? And it kind of sounds like somebody snoring or breathing. You hear that? That drives me maddening. It's just that one of our printers back there moving around. I don't do that whole let my husband snore on lives thing. That's ridiculous. I'm like, Jeremy, get out. Yeah, it's like a low. Well, yeah. I try my best to ignore it, but that's what he's running it now, so that way it ain't running when we're in bed at night. Because that would be even worse. Yeah. Oh, that gets on my nerves. I will immediately. I ain't watching that. What? Yes, I think what he uses petroleum green. Oh, sorry. Let's take that. I'm not entirely sure what color this is supposed to be. I guess maybe I'll just paint him black or something, and gold, or I don't know. Yep. Oh gosh. Well, to me, like I get distracted super, super easy. So, oh, I think they're green, and so like I can, I just like that. It's just like if somebody was snoring in class and you're trying to pay attention to a teacher, you can't. It's like almost impossible, you know. And if I'm like doing a live or something and Jeremy wants to take a nap, we'll go take a nap in another room or go downstairs and take a nap on the couch. just to be like respectful. So that's, I'm like, I don't know why they wouldn't just say, hey, I'm going to be doing a live. Why don't you go take a nap somewhere else? That would make it a lot easier. I wouldn't be able to think though myself if I was on live and all I heard was that in the background. This is enough. This low hall sound from the printers. Oh, yeah. I do, and I chew really slow because I'm scared people are going to hear me on live because I know how much that people hate that because I do. And so I try to like chew like super super slow so nobody will hear me, but it seems like the slower I chew the more people hear me, so I just do it really really quick and get it over with. All right, I'm gonna mix in. I'm just gonna mix clean, I guess. Mix in a little bit of uh, dark. Make that roses a little bit more dark. Yeah, yeah. I know the self can. You know what? And that's the thing too. Like if somebody tells me I have no self control, I'm be like, au contraire. You wouldn't believe how much self control I have. Let me tell you. I know. And I was like, you know how many like videos or something I have to scroll past and not say a word? That's self control. Especially like for me, triggering is the comments. Like if it's a like especially it's so bad on Facebook. If you see like an AI photo or an obvious AI video, and so many people believe it's like real in the comments, and I'm like, how can you not tell that it's fake? I don't understand. And I guess it's because they think that like they if it was fake, it would only be in Hollywood kind of thing. I don't know what the mentality is. That drives me crazy. So I just keep on scrolling and I just let them keep believing it. I don't say nothing. But it is really hard not to. So hard. But that's just one example. It reminds me a lot of if you guys have ever seen Bad Teacher, with Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake plays in it. And the the one of the other guys was trying to prove a point to her that he can't even think for himself and he's too easily influenced by other people. And he's like said something about sharks and how they were dangerous. And he was like, oh, you're right, they are dangerous. And he said, but they probably help like the ecosystem and maintaining things so they can provide a lot of service. And he's like, yeah, you're right, we should be thankful for that. But it's like it just proved the point that he would agree with anything if under the right circumstances. And I thought that's like so today. So today. It used to be praised to be a free thinker. My mom always taught me that you're your own individual person. You think how you want to. You know, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. And it doesn't seem like that's the way of life today. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's so much out there that people just sit there and get angry about. And I'm like, dude, if that makes you angry, why don't you get away from that kind of stuff? If religious things make you angry, then stop like looking for it on there, which isn't good. But if politics make you angry, if what other is going on in other countries makes you angry, then stay away from social media. This stuff isn't new. It's always been there. It's just social media gives it more spotlight now. And it just seems to make people just rage out. And I'm like, dude, if this kind of stuff is making you rage out, then you need help. Go to anger management for starters. Get off of social media because all it's going to do is it's just adding fuel to the fire. They'll end up doing something crazy to somebody else, and then they got to live with consequences for the rest of their life. And I don't think it's worth it. And if you're letting something take your joy and peace away, then why are you still exposing yourself to it? It doesn't make any sense. You know, that's my philosophy on that. Something makes me upset, I say, okay, I'm walking away. And I just go find something else to do. And then I forgot about it. I'm not going to let something steal my happiness away like that and just be miserable and stuff for the rest of my life. No, I ain't worth that. I choose happiness and peace and contentment. And it doesn't matter who's in the office. Oh, those look crazy on there. Through my other camera, those look like deep red. Doesn't matter who's running the country, what's going on in the world. Don't let that stuff dull you. Don't let it bring you down. It's not worth it. You know, not everybody's going to agree with everything, but it's not worth getting your panties all up in a twist about. Definitely not. Oh, what I was doing. No, you will. See, and then you sit there and you call everybody. I see you next Tuesday and everything else. And then I start laughing. Angela's always sitting there saying the funniest stuff. She texts me and she says the funniest stuff, and I just laugh. I think it's hilarious. Jeremy will be looking over my shoulder, and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you two?" And I was like, "Hush, we're having a discussion." It's hilarious. He thinks we're just insane. But I'm like, this is called friendship, okay? We support each other and we listen to everything. And I mean, we pretty much agree on both of the same stuff. And he's like, you guys are crazy. I was like, yep. I was like, today, I was like, what's your point? That's what I said to him. Oh, well, there's like today, I told Angela, I was like, you know what I can't stand is when people sit there and say, Google is free. And I'm like, yeah, so is, your mom. So what's your point? I said that's going to be my response from now on for people. Because then they're just going to be like, yeah, that's really mature. Me, 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 me. And I'm like, then choose a different thing. That drives me crazy. I can't stand it when people are like, oh, Google is free. I was like, it may be free, but that don't mean all the information is on there that is actually true. Ooh, okay, I'm liking the black in here. This is making it kind of pop out more. And then I'll go over it again with like a little bit of gold and stuff. And I think that will make it less in your face when it comes to. I know, right? But yes, I mean, like, I'm serious. Like, if people are gonna have that maturity level, then I'll sit there and I'll just do that from now on. And oh, another thing is whenever somebody wants to say something back to me, I say, "Okay, George." And if you guys have ever watched Looney Tunes, you know that guy on there who will be like, "Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?" That's what it reminds me of, and that's why I'm like, "Okay, George." And they have no idea what it means, and it makes me laugh so much. I think it's funny. But anyway, so yeah, don't let people steal your joy. It's really hard for me to get mad at really anybody anymore. I just kind of sit here and just appreciate the people I do have in my life, and I just laugh now. Like Dirty Roses. From Guns N' Roses, it's Dirty Roses. Could be a really cool band name. Speed bumps. Oh, did you guys ever see that video of the guy on TikTok who like is so funny. He dances. He's the one who was dancing to the Mozart song, and he jumped really high up in the air and stuff like that. And he's hilarious. But he also does impressions of like Steve Harvey on there and stuff like that. He There was a video a while back of this woman out on the side of the road just throwing bottles at cars, and you were like, why is she doing that, and then it showed him sitting there basically, speed bump and stuff over, but it was fake, you know it was showing what he would do, and oh, I was laughing so hard. I was like, what the heck. I want to know why she was throwing them though in the first place. That kind of stuff like confuses me. I don't understand why. It's like, why? I don't know why people do that kind of stuff. Their thought process. I've always been into like psychology and stuff like that, but I really want to know like what the thought process is. If I was a judge and I saw like somebody do massive road rage or something like that, I'd show them the video and I'd be like, "Why'd you do that? Can you explain to me what your thought process was? Because I don't understand." I'm gonna seal these in. I forgot I had this stinky stuff. me see how well my lines work here. I think that looks pretty good then. Okay. Probably would have been a lot easier to use this stuff in the first place than trying to get all the paint like down there and little nooks, crannies, but that's okay. Sorry guys. I have 2 cameras. Alright, so I'm gonna seal this in. And give it a little bit of sheen. I think that is matte. Yeah, it's matte. I think it still kind of looks a little bit shiny, like glossy. That's just me. But like I said, don't let anybody else mess you up. Now, if they mention your kids, go at them full force. Because that's something I won't tolerate one bit. Don't bring my children into anything. We have a blast. We're a happy family. We love to laugh. We love to pick on each other. That's just like what family. We're loud. We don't care. That's partly my fault because my family was loud. That's probably why our dogs always have such a weird personality. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't care if my kids are fully grown and they have kids of their own. You say one thing about their, like, I don't think so. It's gonna be over. And you still gonna be seeing the Godfather in real life. I don't put up with that nonsense. Then my babies. I didn't sit there and hold those little boogers inside me for 122 months for somebody to sit there and say something. That women. 10, 20, 30, 40, 42 months. Like 40, is that right? Yeah, 42 months. It's like, how many kids do I have? And only because Lily was 42 weeks when she was born. I look like I was at the top. I look like that one lady here on TikTok. You seen her? I swear that woman hasn't given birth yet. She looks like she's got 8 babies. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that poor woman. And she's walking up flights of stairs and stuff. I was like, you need to lay down. Alright, we're getting there. We're almost in. After I get these little things painted on here, it'll be good. I could patch them and find something clever to put on there on the thing. Like I said, it always takes the longest is painting. If you already have stuff, like you break it up into a couple days though, and say, hey, I'm gonna paint molds one day, and then paint or do the rest of it the next day. I just try to do it all in one setting because it's easier for me, and that way people get to actually see the finished stuff. Make sure I got everything. Sometimes when you're putting a finish on, you have to go back and look in all the little nooks and crannies to make sure they didn't get a wad of it gets stuck in there because you don't want that in there because then it will stay there and then you'll see it when it dries and you don't want that. Oh, I finished. I did. I finish. I finished a documentary on Gabby Petito. Um, and then when you're watching Netflix, you know how they have like a after you finish something, a suggestion comes up or whatever. I watched that Twister. It was the thing on Joplin, Missouri. That was some crazy, crazy stuff. I can't even believe them people survived that. That is like insane. And you know what? The thing that was really bad is a lot of people who lost their lives. It wasn't even from the tornado. It was from the tornado was so big and massive. It uprooted so much stuff from lakes and everything, and it mixed with all the stuff in the air, like the other debris, and it caused a flesh-eating bacteria that like ate people's flesh within like 24 hours. And the only way to sit there and get rid of it was to sit there and cut it out. Oh, it was crazy. All right. Maybe something like that. See, I cover up the bottom. And then we take this doohickey and put it right there. Maybe like that. And then maybe I can put something up there. What about that? Can you guys even see that? You can see that, right? Let me put this. There we go. Because I'll end up getting paint all over it. Or like I do like something like this. See what that looks like. And then maybe put like a thing up there. Ooh, hold on. I just remembered I got something. I got these little music die cut cutouts. Oh my gosh! Hang on a second. Let me get them out of here. I'm scared if I put this in my garbage can, it's gonna end up black. Yes, I saw these earlier when I was trying to look for those crafty shaped things. I got these. Surely they got something in here. Yes, ooh, 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 ooh. What's that? Oh, it says Harmony. Let me get all the ones that have some kind of writing on them. Alright, I gotta get the little cherubs out of the way. Look at these little fat things. Oh, they're so cute. I would be the type, if I like have my brush with heaven and I saw one of them, I'd try to take it back with me. If I had to go back. I don't have one of those that actually says. Alright, let me see what I got here. What's this one say? For you. Happy thoughts. Let's see. This would kind of work like for the background, maybe. Like up there or something like that. I was hoping there would be one that actually said like music, like that, on there or something. Alright. Back to the drawing table. Let me see what else we got. Oh my gosh. We were in Walmart. Let me tell you what happened. This lady had a little monkey. I almost died. It had a dress on. I've never seen anybody carry a monkey around like that in real life. It was absolutely adorable. Hang on, I got a few of these chipboard things that might end up working. Or, oh, here we go. All right, let's see what I can find here. I have, what is this? I still have a whole bunch of those collectible books because I'm like, I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them. And then I forget to use them. What's this? Oh, oh, oh. Might be something here in the vintage library. No, probably not. I probably used them all. Maybe. Let me see. That's part of one. I'm gonna end up breaking my garbage can because I have this box or this bin of all these things on here, and it's heavy. And I'm like, oh no. Okay, let's quickly find something, and then we'll glue it all on here. Okay. Okay. So I got this right here. This may work. Right here. This is my journal, and like these things may work because it's kind of like matches, and these are just stickers. Oh, I actually looked at Jeremy and I said, "Do you think my purse is big enough?" And he's like, "Don't, please don't, don't." It was the cutest. It was dressed like a little girl. I died. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is amazing!" And she was letting people pet it. I didn't pet it because I saw that movie Outbreak, and I wasn't going there. But it was very cute to look at. All right, so let's see. I could probably use something like this. And put it like on the front. Kind of like, I have no idea if it will make any sense anyway, so I'm going to cut this out real quick and I'll put it there. And if you can see it, you can see it. If you don't, you don't. No big deal. Put it like that. I got my roses all willy-nilly over here. Put it like that, I think. Oh, that's perfect. And then I'll put, I kind of want to stick with something like a brown theme like that, or let's see what I got here. Thing on my garbage. Well, get it out. There we go. So maybe like, how about like timeless? Or I could stick kind of like the bigger one. Like this, like up there. That I think that's sticky on the back, so I have to like work quick and try not to stick it myself. I'll do this one just in case I want to do something. So I think I'm going to stick this here, and then I'll stick a little memory thing. Whoa, not yet. like over here like this, and then have the corset, and then that kind of stuff. And then I can put this like over here, kind of sticking out from the top, so it kind of looks all music-y. You know what I mean? I need a book corner. Oh, you mean that thing? And we're talking about like a little book corner. You know what's funny is there's a thing that actually does have book corners. Where can I see that at? Like it's like a sticker. I'd have to paint one. Or hold on. I got filigree ones because I don't have a small enough book corner to go like over the actual corner, but I have like I'll put this back in there. I have some ones that can go on the top. Like, you know, when you don't have like a defined corner, I guess. Oh no, these are bronze. No, wait a minute. Hold on. These ones are bronze one. I have the gold ones. Right here. Alright, hang on. I'll find them here in a second. I think there's this one. No, but there's my bronze one. Here. Yeah, they're there. Alright, let me leave that. I could cut it down too. Because the corner is a little wonky. That way it won't stick off. That's like the smallest ones I got. Whoop. I put my molds in my seat and sat on them. I'll put it flat down here. I'll go that side. I can do something like that. I think it goes this way actually. I can't fit them in sweater. Corner is a little bit not 90 degrees. Okay, let's see. I can get these bad boys. Oh, these may stick on there a lot easier than like resin or anything because they are. I don't know why I went all the way with that. Because these are ceramic. Honestly, just like that looks good too. But I put all the effort in. I'm using them. I'm just gonna stick this probably like right up there. And flower stick it there. Oh, that fits right there. Good. I'm gonna use a binder. Keep it on there, and then we can put this right there. Oh, we'll find a place for it. Okay, so that one's stuck. And then you stick this one. That will help me with where it needs to go. This, oh, yeah, that's right side. Oh no. Alright. And it's on the little thing. Let me get my flashlight. Okay, hold on. I have to find this. Oh, I did put it in before. I thought I did. Okay. So just like that. Got like a little nook. Thank you. All right. Look at underneath here because I always like to get straight at. Whoop. I should do it like that, I think. Like this right in the middle. Like that. Kind of. It turned out pretty good for winding in it, huh? Sometimes you just get an idea, just run with it. Don't stop, run. Alright, thanks. Oh yeah, it's on there. Okay. Last but not least, just put this. I think that looks good right there. If I do it any higher, cover stuff up. And then, like, and then let me take gold. Oh, look what I did! Ah. Of course. All right. Where's my? Oh, I think I'm gonna glue all of it. Oh, I don't know what it is, but just using the wax like this, whether gold, bronze, silver, turquoise, it just does something. It just, I don't know, it gives it a little bit of something extra. And makes it snap, crackle, pop. Bridgerton. Oh yeah, a light blue and a like with white lace and all that stuff. Yeah, but I know how much you love that show. But yeah, I remember they were very pastel kind of colors. That was the other thing that bothered me about that show is in the first season I did not like that girl, the main chick. I don't know what her name is. The one who married the Duke. I just don't know why. I just not. I just she didn't feel right for that part. If that makes any sense. I'm not saying she's a bad actress or anything. It just didn't seem like I know these are based on books, but it seemed like she was not like probably what the book would have chose. Does that make any sense? I have no idea. I haven't read the book, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. Yeah, to me, I'm sorry, but he was fine, okay? And I just cannot see him choosing her. That's what I guess bothered me about that. And you know what the funny thing is? Like, I had no intention of watching that show when it first came out. Um, Me and Jeremy were trying to get something like to watch, and he was like, "I've seen advertisements for this Bridgerton. Do you want to watch that? Maybe it's like Downton Abbey." And I was like, I guess, yeah, let's do it." And um, at first I said no. Let's watch something else. I'm not in the mood to watch anything sappy like that because I didn't know what it was. And then they, and then he just kept bugging me, and then finally, we watched it, and I was like, "This is what you wanted to watch." And Downton Abbey, the Dowager, she was my favorite character on that show. It was just so well done. And then the later seasons weren't even bad. I mean, now it was hard after, spoiler alert, Sybil, you know, the whole Sybil thing, but that was a rough recovery. I was open mouth, and I'm like, what? I was like, I ain't watching that show no more. I say that all the time though to Jeremy. That's what happened when we were watching Fear the Walking Dead. Same thing happened. Oh my gosh, it's about to happen again too. I told him, I was like, I told you this show sucked. He started to also watch one that's like Bridgerton. He watched it, not me. And it was called The Great. And it has that dude who played in the Menu, and he plays Beast in the new X-Men movie. I don't know what his name is. He plays in a lot of stuff. He plays in it. And it's like Bridgerton. And I saw him watching it the other day. I was like, why do you watch these shows? It's so not you. You're kind of manly for this. Alright. I think it's all done. Look what I just did. Oh wow. This was one of those crafty shapes. I know you've seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the music one.
Oh,
The book
up on the wall.
Uh-huh. But isn't it nice? And I did this on it, and I laced it up, and then these roses came out of one of the steampunk things, and I was like, all right, I'll just use it. It has the look.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of viewer pick. Yeah, I'm on live. That's okay though.
I can hear to get the watch charger.
Oh, I'll get the watch charger. I'll have to move stuff to get it out. To unplug it.
I'm sure I can find it.
No, you can't. No, it's stuck in between the thing. You see that white plug at the
Mhm.
top? That's it. Can you
Why?
wait for just a minute? Because
Why do you do that to yourself?
I don't know. Because if it doesn't have to move, then why would I care? Oh, hang on. I put some glue on the other side. Let me get that off. You know. So, thank you. Oh, okay. You know, I haven't even seen the first Downton Abbey movie. I haven't. I'll take your word on it. I'm so weird these days. I can't even sit there and sit through an entire movie anymore. I have to sit through I have to be doing something while I'm doing it. You know, I just can't. I can't sit still. It's terrible. You know, so my oldest daughter was coming here. She has my old watch. See, this is my new one right here. Kind of looks like an Apple Watch, but it's not. We Samsung. But anyways, so I think that came out really, really good. I think it's a good use to spontaneous, you know, choosings and stuff like that. I'm just showing the people on my Facebook, YouTube, you know, and like I said, if you have like a book, journal book, or something that you were wanting to do, you could just glue that right on there like that, and then there's your cover. My oldest just came in here and probably claimed it and said she wants to hang it up on the wall. That's usually about right. But I really love the way the corset came out. Now I just have to get some more of these corsets and just do a bunch of different ones. Oh, thank you guys for joining. Don't blame her. Yeah, this is her aesthetic, though. You know, I'll have to take a picture of her setup she has in her closet. Her closet's really weird. It's like a 6 foot closet, like a standard closet, except when you walk in there, if you immediately look to your right, there's a normal size window there. And I bought her like blackout curtains, you know, because she likes to dress. She can dress in there, and she has a desk, you know, like her clothes are on this side, and she has one of those old antique desks where the thing folds down, and that's her makeup thing. And so she has that in there. So her closet door will be closed. She'll be in there doing her makeup. And I said, when you move out, I'm commandeering this room, and this is where I'm going to do my lives. I'm going to put my desk in here because there's a window in there, just like a normal window. It's really weird. I don't know what they were thinking when they built the house, why that would be a good idea. However, it's going to be a great idea when I can move all my crafty stuff in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll show you pics. Her makeup table, insane. She does her own nails. Like she makes press on nails like this, but the bougie kind that have all the charms and stuff on it. And she does them herself. And she's got like little stands, and so she'll be sitting there making them. So that way she could customize them the way that she wants. Here, let me put this again. I wiggled it too much. And she does that, and then she does her makeup and stuff in there. What? It felt a little weird. Little wiggly wobbly. And so yeah, it's the most bizarre closet I think I've ever seen. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'll send you pictures of it. I think she's getting in the shower right now, so I'll go in there real quick and go run and take a picture of it from the doorway. My Stamperia stuff is in there. Well, the great thing is I was like, I would use her closet and just put my desk in there, and I would do all my videos in there. But if I was on live, I could put a thing on the closet door that says on live, and then everybody would know. And then if I needed anything, I wouldn't have to go run to the other room, which is her room, and go in there. So I think that's brilliant. But I know it won't happen at least for a couple more years. Oh, that I love odd shaped rooms though. I mean, seriously, they're amazing. Oh, speaking of Ruby, when I came downstairs this morning, um, her and Lily had went outside. She took her out to go play, and Ruby had a bug catcher little kit that her mama bought her, and right when I walked downstairs, she said, "Mama, look, I got a slug," and she had like 12 slugs in this thing, and I'm like, "What are you gonna do with those?" She's like, "I'm gonna let them live in the house." I was like, "Yeah, the heck you are." I was like, "You take them outside, go let them live in your playhouse." That would be cool. Oh gosh, I showed my kids that, and I wish I didn't, because when I went out onto the porch, like the next day, this was before Ruby was born. When I went out to the porch the next day, there was like 30 of them, and I said, "Oh my gosh, what the heck?" And all I saw was little piles of salt everywhere. And I said, "Girls, get down here. We need to have a chat." I was like, "Okay, first of all, you can't be like doing this to all of them. We kind of need them for the soil and stuff. That's mean." And Jeremy was like, "That's some twisted Dahmer stuff, right? This is how it starts." And I was like, "Shut up." Oh, that's much better. There we go. I think I got it this time. All right, there we go. All finished. I think it looks good. The pretty roses. And then this is, you can hear it, it's textured. And this is like the crafty shapes. And this is the music one, and this is the old lace one. And then this is a mold. It's one of the clear ones from Sir Vagabond Fantasy World. That's from the music die cuts. That is from a discontinued vintage library collectibles book. That's music die cuts. That is from the journaling, uh, calligraphy, chipboard cutouts, which I still have those in my store. And then we got ivory paint, use the black matte paint, the gold wax. The stencil was from Bercante Antiques, and this is burgundy paint. And then I used the Country Crackle to do the crackle effect. This was petroleum, which they don't make anymore, but I do have it in my store. And this was bright red, which I do have. And then the lace is also in my Etsy shop. It's the Stamperia one. I think I got everything. And then the finishing this, the finisher stuff, the matte. I definitely know I have those. All right, you guys. Well, looks good. All right, so I will be on Saturday, and I'll have a new little fun little thing to do. Not sure what yet. I may actually make a normal journal, or actually start the next journal book with the Hidden Grove collection. I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to decide how I want to do the cover, but I'm also trying to decide what kind of one of my book designs I want to do. I have like 40 different kinds of designs that I've done now with books and stuff. So, oh, you can rewatch the replay. It will be on Facebook and YouTube. So don't worry, it doesn't go away on Facebook. They automatically post it since I stream from Restream. It restreams it and uploads it, so you can watch it. And so Saturday, I may do one of the book designs that I have for that. I'm gonna decide how I want to. I had a really good idea the other day, and I forgot what it was that I wanted to do. I know it was a double book, not like the secret diary one that I did. I mean, like a double book, and I just now remembered what it was. So now I'm going to write that down. I may end up doing that. I don't know, but I'll start it on Saturday. Definitely, I won't finish it. You want to see what I made?
I want to see what I made.
What? I don't care about that. Look what I made. Look.
Yeah.
But isn't the corset pretty? I did the little texture on it and everything. And I painted all the flowers. Kaylin said I need to hang it up in her room.
Go for it.
Knowing her, she'll knock it on the floor and break the roses.
Sounds likely.
No, I want to see what I made. I know you hear him. Oh, you're welcome. I'm looking at TikTok over here, and then Facebook and YouTube are that way. So I have to look at 3 different things. So I will be on Saturday, and I think I'm finally ready to start that because I have to wait on. I have another little project I want to do, but I'm waiting on my order to come to do that. And so I'll probably start this one on Saturday. So you don't want to miss it. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And this is where I make my regular journals. But I'm still kind of up in the air what I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a house one. I don't know if it's going to do that. I'm thinking about it, and I got to stop thinking about it. All right, you guys. Well, I will see you on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time to start the next journal. Oh, he's making that avocado thing. Oh, did you finish it?
No, I gotta clean it up.
Oh, let me see. Oh, I like that so much better.
Well, let's see how it lays down.
Oh, is it going to lay like this?
Well, I meant the bottom.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. And then, so, it's perfect. And then, look, I'm not dropping it.
Or shooting it all over the bedroom.
Yeah, I told him to put these little divots in because I could not keep a hold of it. Yep. Is that where the screw will go? It's in there. So it will go like that.
Yeah, something like that.
About like that.
I gotta finish cleaning the sports out of it.
Okay. All right. That works for me. I
It's
like
an
the color.
interesting color.
No, the
contrast.
color works though.
Yeah.
It's not a good avocado though. That's not ripe yet. I know, isn't it adorable? All right, so I'll see you guys on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. You guys have a nice rest of your week, and I'll see you then.